All right, Lena. Okay. Hear me out. I'm hearing you out, John. I'm not. You're acting like You're upset. I'm not upset with you. What are you upset about? I'm scared. You're still scared of those rats. You're still scared of those stinky rats. Those ugly fat rats. Okay. You have to abandon that fear at this moment. Okay. It's creepy, yeah. They're creepy. It's horrible. It's weird. It's fucking worse than any David Lynch fucking movie we've ever seen, yes. Oh god, that's what that baby was in Eraserhead, yes. I thought it was a lamb. It reminded me of a lamb, but it looked like a rat. Too. Was it a lamb or a rat? You call me lamb, so what is it? There was a lot of symbolism in that movie that pertains to our story. It's warped and it does not pertain to you and I. The baby in that movie was a demon child. Yes, like a rat. Or a goat. More like a goatish rat looking thing, right? Yeah. That's what those rat babies look like. Like a hybrid rat goat. Think of what your Christopher's family, your brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws look like. Right? They're all strangely homely with these, like, very big heads and long heads, and I guess so. I guess so. Alright. The whole rat baby thing is very far-reaching, and that's why the world came to an end. And you were sitting smack dab in the hub of it all. You were the lamb, and I was also the lamb in my family. The women were the Stanley girls, the sisters, Mimi, Julia, Meta, all the Stanley girls, right? They were all witches, of course, too. The men were all witches too. They were all involved with each other in some very sick way. I know you just thought it was a Julia, but it was. Now, that's why we couldn't lay all this on you at one time, Lena. Think of how last night blew your mind. It did, Lena. I know it blew your mind, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I want you to be all right. I'm all right, John. I rested all day, and I prayed, and I just did what I needed to do to get through today. It was very difficult. It was very frightening. Okay. We could not have laid this on you any sooner than this, Lena. It's taken 11 years to lead up to this. 11. And the reason being is because now this is when we had to destroy the world. Mother Earth had to go down because the rats had to all go down with that ship. Some of them are bobbing to the surface and we're still shoving them under into the blackness. Right, the mothership, right. Earth became a rat-infested ship. Last night was the worst of it. That's what I want you to know. I'm promising you it's not going to get worse. I know you're afraid that it will. And if you start feeling afraid, I'm going to be lost again. No. I don't want you to be afraid of Christopher. Yes, you have to air this. You must. And you don't need to block anyone anywhere. But we will. Because nobody has everyone will see what they need to see regardless of where you block them. Everything is out on the table now and everyone knows where to find you. You're all over the fucking internet with me. Don't be afraid of Stuart. Of all people, don't be afraid of Stuart. Because if you're afraid of Stuart, then that means you're afraid of me. No, no, no. We didn't mean it, Lena. We didn't mean to joke around with you so much. Now you don't trust us anymore. Don't say that, John. That's not true at all. This is crazy, please. Alright. This needs to be aired, Lena. We're airing it. We're airing it. We're airing it for our documentation, for our family back home. We're setting the example of how to make this mission work. Others that are following us need to do this for their own missions. So I want you to put this out there with my guidance, because we need to show them that relationships need to be worked on constantly. This is not an act. This is not a game. This is real. And I am very concerned right now about how you are spiritually holding up after last night. I need to know that you're all right. It was scary, John. I know. But I'm okay. I'm not as scared as I was last night. And when I listened back to the tape of the exorcism from last night, I heard how scared I was. And I understand it. I didn't get as scared listening to it. I did get scared remembering how scared I was, yes. I for that dread, that cold dread when Ina said, yes, I am one of them, Because I feared and felt like, oh my God, she fooled me. Right, okay. And that scared me. Like, how many times have I been fooled? And Lena, you have never done one wrong thing on this mission. And your instincts have been pristine and perfect. And that's not just me, John, talking. This is all of us telling you this. You have to believe it. This is no joke. We had to test you in these ways. We were keeping those demons well in check. Herman is right here next to me. All the hounds of hell were standing around. And we, in between gigs, talking to these fucking demons and letting them put on their little show for you. We would throw them back into the fucking chamber of hell, in between those gigs. They weren't flouncing around out there or having a good time, but we needed to set the traps. And I was the bait, not the bait. You were the beacon. Like, the traps were set, and you were the flashlight, showing them being caught one by one. But I was fooled. You were not fooled. You trusted me to guide, to let these, you trusted whoever I let speak to you. So Tom, and yeah, we can say their names. They're fucking lunatics. We're not afraid of them. Joanne's husband, Tom, that was a big ruse. But not to fool you and play games with you. I know. It was to, that's not Janis Joplin's one, Oh, speaking, yeah. But, I told you it was because we were setting traps, right? Okay. Honey, I'm okay. All right. And I love you, and that's that. That's never going to change. Never. So, and I understand about Beck and that Brooke, that she was a demon, a little rat girl. Right. Amy, the little rat girl, I understand that Sean set the trap for them. Right. I understand it all had to be done for a reason. They are. The rats are they're everywhere. But they're not here anymore. It's gone. So, go ahead. You want to know who Janice Joplin is? She's coming back. Right, okay. She's coming back as Janice. She's here. All right, just the same way that I am. But Jimmy came back as Gary Clark. And yeah, Autumn is not, it doesn't matter. You don't need to send her any more stuff. You don't need to send emails to anybody anymore. Thank God, yeah. That Jenny Hall. Take me off your list. What a retard. Yeah, Autumn is not on the mission. She's not Jimi Hendrix's twin flame. She's been deceived all this time by a spirit that is not Jimi Hendrix. Is it Jean-Michel? Yes, and he's not a pure spirit. He's a deceiver and a trickster. Our Father and Mother, please protect us. We love you, we honor you, we serve you. Yes, Mother and Father. Thank you, Mother and Father. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the Mother is right here, so... Yeah, so you wanted to talk? Alright, so Mother God is taking this right now. Right. Honey, I love you. It's very cool, okay? We're gonna have a nice night. Please don't be upset like this. I had no idea you felt this way. I'm glad you told me. I really didn't know you felt this way, John. I'll be better at expressing myself, too, you know? He's terrible, too, and, yes, you guys are... Yeah, we're not perfect. But we are so close. I know we are. Well, not close enough, but it's alright. We are close. We're good. Now, Mother. These women have rat litters. That's the thing. The ones that have these rat babies, they always have litters. They never have one rat baby. So, and this is Mother Mary speaking. And you could see the light just got brighter. Because I am here. I am the mother. Right? Love you, Mom. Yeah. I love you too. I love you too. So, here's what's the story. That thing doesn't look anything like me. I know. Well, what are you pointing the... John is doing it. Oh. Oh, Lena. What am I going to do with you kids? I don't know. I don't know, Mom. No, you're fine. You're fine. It's going to go much better now. Everything is getting clearer and brighter and sharper and cooler. Now, okay. They have litters, these rat baby women. So these litters, they're all the same age. All those rat babies are the same age. Right. And you know that Teddy married his sister, right? In all those cases. Right. He married his first wife was his sister. And his second wife is his sister, just from different litters. Right. You know, and Stephen, well, that's a mess. But all those litters are interspecies and inter-family. And they're all, that's the nature of the rat babies. Yeah. So, I know we explained this to you a little while ago before we started rolling the camera, but we're putting it out there. It's these families with these big multiple births but what's weird about it and freaked out about it is that because of the demonic aspect, they can stagger the look of the children so that the ages jive. It's a whole fucked up thing, Lena, and let's just say that the litters are all right around the same age, maybe a year or two, but all gravitating in the area of 60 years old. All the major big litters. So would that be Generation X? or Generation Y. And you and John were immaculate. You were plopped down in the middle of these two covens, these big fucking covens and sub-covens. Covens, cousins, consisting of all these, your families were very, very similar and dynamic. Very similar, really. The families that were picked to raise you. And here's what you need to know. When those families were chosen for you, we knew you would have difficult lives. But we knew you would have extraordinary lives where you would have to overcome certain obstacles, okay? However, at the time that you designed your blueprint with John, before this last incarnation for both of you, we didn't know how quickly, we didn't know there was a rat problem, and we didn't know that they were multiplying like fucking the devil itself. Pray. I am praying right now, yes. God and Mother are on your side. We got you guys out of this. We got you off that ship. Just barely. But we knew we were going to get you off. But it was like, that was a close one, and that's never going to happen again. So, what is the question? Like, how long has the universe been? We've always been here, Lena. We've always been here, and nothing like that has ever happened before. And we had to, technology is different out here. It's divine. Down on the earth, it became a very corrupt tool and very warped. Alright? So, the evil has been destroyed. I know you still have this lingering, and it's good to be vigilant, but you cannot let this fear become dominant in you. Right. You can't, because dark energy feeds on that fear. So you gotta realize you're the first lady here, okay? You're my daughter, and I'm not afraid. And I'm never going to go anywhere. I'm here forever. You're looking at me like you don't believe that. You're like, too good to be true, and you're not scared. You're not scared, Lena. You love. Don't be afraid to love. And you can feel that love, and sometimes that love is so powerful it feels like fear. But it's different. And what you felt last night when you were talking to those demons was dread. It was not fear. It was absolute dread, which is a horrible, horrible feeling. What is the difference between dread and fear? You would have ran. You would have jumped up out of this bed and ran out of the room. But you were worried about hurting your arm. You were scared to hurt your leg. You were willing to get up and do it, to turn on the light. But you had no desire to leave, and you said, I am not leaving. Look back on that recording. Those were the first words you said. I'm staying right here. That demon told you this was my home first. I am here. I was here first. You said, I'm not leaving. This is my home. And John stood beside you and said those words with you. You don't have fear, you have dread. And we all dread those monsters. And they're gone. The dreads are locked out and locked down. And the shit is hitting the fan very majorly right now. And we will be back in a little while to talk about that. How are you? Praise be God and Mother. I'm just fine. Just fine, thank you. I love you, you're my family, and I'm proud to serve the home team. John, I'm so happy right now.